Hi everyone, how you doing? Good to see you all. Well, we've just had the most amazing news today. Today we became grandparents, didn't we? Oh, we're so happy. So baby Blake Wild was born today and mother and baby are doing really well. Unfortunately, she had a terribly long labour. It was awful, but we're so happy to report that she is doing really well. And my son Jordan, I'm so proud of them both. So lots of love to them and we love you, Blake. Anyway, let's move on to what's happening. So if you haven't joined our channel before, you won't know that we've shipped our motorhome over to the States and we're travelling the States and Canada this year. And we're going to show you a quick map here. So if you have a look at the map that we're showing you, this is the distance we've done so far. How many miles have we done, Gary?
13,600. With all that mileage comes issues. And in this particular case, the issue was beyond my expertise and I needed a little bit of help. Have a look at this.
Well, you couldn't make this one up. The temperature is currently 35.2 degrees Celsius in the van. It's boiling. And we've realised that the fridge doesn't seem to be working. So the light's gone out. Gary's trying to suss what's wrong with it, but we're not sure if it's completely wrecked. But guess what? We've just spent nearly $200 on shopping today. So we've got a freezer full of food because we were going to go to a campsite. And so there's all sorts of like really nice bits and pieces in there. So including salmon, which is my favourite. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, do I cook it all up? Will I eat like bloody Henry VIII tonight? Or do I just give it away? Or what do I do? So poor old Gary, he's right out in the van trying to see if it's a fuse issue or what. He's tried loads of stuff already and it's roasting. Gary's trying to get the thing off the fuse box. Did you manage to get the cap off it, hun?
Yeah, I managed to get the cap off it.
So he's now going to have a check, see if it's a fuse issue, aren't you, Bab?
I am.
How are you going to be able to tell?
I've got to identify which is the fuse first.
Right.
And then check whether or not there's been any burn, any melting of the piece of metal between the two.
Okay, so it's a right old ball ache, isn't there? Because there's loads in there.
Yeah.
And we've had to eat ice cream for no reason because it was melting. I feel quite sickly. We had a whole thing of ice cream. We just don't know what to do now, do we? You've tried millions of things.
No, every fuse that I've tried, I found one blown fuse, replace that, doesn't work. It made no difference.
So this is what the van looks like at the moment. We've had to empty a cupboard to get to the back of it. I've just made some salmon on its own, which is I never do. And then the freezer is full. And all of that has been in there for a while. So we're hoping that the farmer guy can come and help us.
Well, he's going to help us with a ladder so I can get to a top panel on the outside of the van that may have a fuse in it. If not, the only next thing we're going to do is take the whole fridge out, and there might be a fuse on the back of the fridge.
Oh, God. On
one of the wires there, the positive wire. So
we're doing like a tapas thing. So we're starting with a bit of salmon, then I'm going to have to do like meatballs. You're going to be eating pork
till 3 in the morning.
And it's boiling hot and the oven's on.
It is 4 minutes.
At least we know there's gas. So it's now nearly 8:30 and it's still 32 degrees in the van. Gary's now found another fuse box. He thinks it might be a fuse issue. He's been working on it a couple of hours. I found a friend to keep me company for a little while. And I've made some spaghetti bolognese now. And we've still got stuff all over the place. Now 7 o'clock the next day. The fridge is completely off. It's been off all night. Some of the food is just going to be wasted. Some of it, obviously, like vegetables, we can salvage. Had the fridge out, and we've now took a panel out from inside a cupboard. We're trying to find this fuse still, aren't we, Bab?
We are.
It's just no joy at all. You reckon you found another fuse box, Gary, have you?
Well, I found some more fuses.
Right.
As a fuse box. So basically, the wires that are coming out of the battery are leading there. Now, I thought they might go straight to the fuse box, which is there. But actually, it turns out that if you take that off,
there's a couple
there's
there.
A couple more fuses.
So my friend Sue, who sent us a forum chat, Gary's now checking out near the battery. So what have you found that's different here, honey?
Okay, so I've got a few more fuses in here. So I've got 3 more fuses. Now, the difference in these fuses and the other fuses are these are what's called inline fuses. Right. In other words, there's only one wire going in and one wire going out. So I'll just do a check on these 3 fuses to see whether or not any of those are blown.
Fortunately, that was a dead-end trail, wasn't it, Bab?
Yeah, all 3 of those fuses were good. Yeah, real shame. I'm fast coming to the end of where my capabilities lie. I'm afraid we might have to take this to a professional.
The only problem is they the guy we just went to see said that they've got a 2-month backlog, haven't they?
Yeah.
They've got bookings for 2 months.
But it did say if we go into Reno, which is a big city, there's a lot there, so we might have more luck.
Okay. Managed to be able to get a call-out engineer. There's a guy called Josh who's really helpful so far. He's called out and he's just testing the back of it to see what we can find out. Fingers crossed we can get it resolved.
So then I go off, and then when I go to gas, that light flashes on and off.
Gary's explaining the situation. Testing on the DC setting now. 100% sure, but we think that our mate Josh here might have solved the issues. Is that right, Josh? He's got to put it all back together.
A little early to tell.
And test it. To have a fridge light on, which I think is a good sign. Having a bit of a laugh with Josh because I reckon he's happier than we are that it's actually fixed now, aren't you, Josh?
I am. I got scared when she busted out the camera.
But I did promise you I'd only record it or use it if you actually fixed it. And this guy is brilliant. I can't recommend him highly enough. And so, Josh, what's the name of your company?
Home Free RV Service and Solar, Truckee, California.
There you go. He's in Truckee, California. So if you are stuck, everyone, I recommend you give this guy a shout.
Serving the entire Tahoe Basin and Reno.
In the case of the fridge, it turned out to be a fuse housing, not a fuse as I thought it was. It was just beyond my expertise or equipment that I've got to diagnose it. So in the end, we're really glad that we were able to sort it out.
And also, it really highlights the need to have a contingency fund, not least for our next segment. One of the things that you have to think about when you're coming away and you're away for a long time is what happens if you get unwell. Well, in my case, something happened and I decided I needed to check it out because I was very concerned. Check this out. So we're doing something a little bit different today. We're off to Reno and I'm actually going to go and see a dermatologist because on my nose here, I don't know if you can see it or even if you want to see it, to be honest, they're sort of become sort of a mole sort of thing. And there's another mole on my arm I'm going to get looked at. So I'm going to go and see a specialist and see how we get on. But Gary's like, no, we're going there. We'll sort that out. So we just make sure everything's all right. I'm sure it is. Been into Reno. Honestly, it's one of the prettiest drives we've done, isn't it, babes? We love it.
Beautiful.
And so we're just a couple of miles out of the city centre now, and this is what it looks like. It's fabulous. And you've got the Truckee River, which is down below. They do all the white water rafting on it. Looks amazing. Okay, so we've just been to the doctors, as you can see. Oh my gosh. So he's removed quite a few moles off my body, about 11 moles in total. And only one is going for a biopsy. So we shall see what that does. And obviously it's the one on the nose that I was concerned about. But he was brilliant, wasn't he? Brilliant, Gary?
He was super.
So I'm quite glad that we've got that done. And we were going to go to lunch today, but there's no way I'm going to sit anywhere with lunch. So we're going to pick up a few bits and pieces and go back and spend the afternoon in the van quietly. So the next morning, and this is what I look like. As you can see, I still look very attractive. Oh dear, it's a bit of a state actually. Last night I slept better than I was expecting. I'm not allowed to have a shower. Well, I'm not allowed to water it like for a day or so. We're leaving our lovely campsite today, so we've loved this campsite, haven't we, Bab?
Yeah, it's been great.
And actually we haven't got anywhere to stay. This is a bit annoying actually. This is one of the things we forgot was Labour Day weekend. I don't know, we're not very up on this sort of stuff, are we? We don't know what day of the week it is, don't know our name. So anyway, we've got to go and find somewhere to sleep tonight. So we think we're going to use a bit of iOverlander after we've been into town and sort of try and be stealth-like as possible as you can in a 24-foot motorhome. Day 2 of my facial trying to get betterness. I don't know what you're going to call it. Recovery, that's the word, Gary. As you can see, it's not too bad. It's much better. We put some new plasters on last night, didn't we, Bab?
Nice.
And Gary had to do my back and everything. Oh God, he's right pain in the arse when he was doing it. He was doing it like really ginger and it was taking ages, putting the alcohol really slowly on there. So I was like, Rah! Yelping. Anyway, I'm feeling fine. Now, unfortunately, I haven't got the results yet of my biopsy. We understand that they lost my sample for a little bit and then, oh, who knows. Anyway, we should have the results very soon. And I'm fairly confident it should be okay. And I feel fine. But with every single bit of rain, there's always a rainbow, isn't it? And that's no exception with this next piece of footage, because we got very lucky in Truckee. To the Truckee trailhead, and we found a really nice little place to park. Doesn't seem to be any signs, so we may stay here for the night. Gary's found himself a chair to sit on. Gosh, it's a massive chair, isn't it?
Right, relaxing here.
Yeah, we're by the road, but actually, as far as park-ups go, this is okay, isn't it? Some picnic tables. We actually came because we found on iOverlander that there was some water here. So we've got a little bit of water, which is just here, where the red thing is there. Filled her up. We just parked there. There's a couple of other vehicles. Whether they're staying or not, I don't know. But there's also some bikes for hire, isn't there, babe? Okay, so Gary has just seen a bike with a sign on, and it says free. So we don't know if that is free, do we?
Well, it's free.
I mean, it looks like it really...
Comfy seat, it's in good nick.
We're going to have a little go on it, see if it... How is it? Oh my gosh. That's amazing. We're having to move the seat up a bit, obviously. We've actually got a bike rack as well, haven't we?
Looks like we've now got a bike.
Oh gosh, we should give it away to the first person who really needs it though.
I'll tell you something, this is good.
Is it good? Gosh, how lucky is that? Oh God, he's trying to do a wheelie. Gosh, what is he like? Talk about a lucky little park up then. Wasn't that a lucky little find? And also, we will be finding someone to give that away to who really needs it before we head back to UK, won't we, babe? Now, I want to give a great big thank you and shout out to some friends of ours. They've been following us right from the beginning, and they gave us 3 comments on our channel last week. It's really helpful when you guys like or comment underneath our videos. It helps the algorithm to push it out further. So a great big thank you and shout out to Storm in a Transit Van, our friends Alan and Carol, who are heading to the States in 2025. So good luck to you guys then, and thanks for being so supportive of us. Now, what have we got planned for next week? Well, you're not going to see my luscious locks next week. It's going to be him and his gorgeousness. Gary is fronting up the video next week because I was a right old state, as you could see in the last videos. But we're about 2 weeks ahead, aren't we, of each video. Gary's going to, where are you going to? Tell him.
Bodie Ghost Town in California.
And so he'll take you through Bodie Ghost Town. I'm in the background, but I'm just filming like some ugly little troll that I was.
You are not.
And then actually this weekend we're starting Route 66 in reverse. So if you don't want to miss that, why don't you hit that subscribe, ding-a-ling-a-ling that bell to make sure you don't miss an episode. And we'll see you next time. We love you loads, guys. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye, everyone.